Oh dear. This is going very badly, isn't it?
It certainly doesn't have the makings of a ripping good novel.
What happened here?
Ah, the charming and delightful Fry twins.
Have we met?
Mr. Raymond knows everyone. He knows everything about this city. He writes it all up in his books.
I'm Henry Raymond, writer of third-rate, lurid stories. Penny dreadfuls, if you will. And this is little Artie.
Mr. Raymond takes real murders and makes them so awfully exciting. The guilty always get caught.
There's one unfolding just here. Perhaps one of you would like to try your hand in solving it.
I do find crime so delightfully entertaining, don't you? I mean, solving crimes, of course. Finding a solution is exhilarating.
They're a rough bunch, but someone has to keep the kids in line. I just wish the grown-ups would quit fighting each other. I arrived to find the foreman dead, and the lad Dooley with bloody hands. No one's been able to find the murder weapon and arrest the murderer. Could you sort it out quickly? It's holding up the work.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
He's my brother. He don't like to work hard, so one of the workers give him a thrashing. I tried to stop it, and he stops hitting Buck and starts hitting me. He knocks me to the ground and gives me a kick. I find me work knife under me and grab it. I lift my hands to protect myself, and he knocks me out with a punch. Later on, I wakes up, and the man's lying there, dead.
I was standing there, having a think, when a fella come at me and give me a thumping. Dooley tries to stop him and he thrashes Dooley. I run out to find help. When I come back, the man's lying dead and there's Dooley holding a knife. Please don't arrest him. That's Dooley's knife, all right. He never lent it to nobody.
Me? No.
Oh, no, not so quickly. You have indeed solved this murder, according to the facts at hand. However, Artie, what advice would you give?
I would encourage you to look beyond the obvious, beyond surface appearances.
Try again. Use your powers to peer more deeply and see what you can discover.
How would the murderer have done it? Re-examine some of the clues more closely. Try to establish a motive.
Me and Wilkins was working out here. We heard screaming. Wilkins went to see what it was about and never come back. I went to see for myself, and there he was, dead. I didn't stick around. Somebody might think I'd done it.
Whoa. The strange thing is, Wilkins weren't wearing no bandana when I was talking to him. Only the workmen in the brewery wear bandanas. You should talk to Morris there.
How would the murderer have done it?
I should return and find out about this.
How would the murderer have done it?
Well, I was inside the brewery all day. I wear me bandana in there. Man has to, what with all the smells and fumes. I don't much know who smokes here. Maybe Taylor. Cigarette might be his.
The fumes can be a bit much in the brewery. When the men work in there, they wear bandanas. Wilkins wasn't the type to beat the children. On the contrary, he was forever getting in fights, trying to stop that sort of thing.
I quit smoking months ago. You know, I saw somebody from the brewery having a smoke this morning. Didn't see who it was, though.
smuggler's lucky I'm trying to keep out of trouble. Next day behind bars will be my last. Still, it'll be worth it to upend that.
Well, like I said, I was inside. Didn't get a chance to come out to smoke. Colton left, though. You could talk to him. He's working in the loading area just now.
Look for more clues.
I believe I should re-interrogate a suspect.
I was having a chat with one of the others when I heard a commotion and ran in there to find Wilkins dead. Poor bloke, killed by that filthy little bastard that we feed and pay. I don't smoke, never did. Oh, very well. So I do smoke now and then. What's it matter? I should be foreman here. Wilkins coddled the boys like a mother hen. He come along and stops me giving the boys a beating.
That was much more difficult than it initially appeared. Well done.
Up to the cliff with you!
A tragedy in the park.
Another chance to sort out a diabolical conundrum. One that I'll turn into a one-a-penny read for Purlock Publishing.
I should go back and ask about this. Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Prudence and I are engaged to be married. I'm desperate to see her. She should be by any moment. She had something important to tell me. I'm worried she's going to break off the engagement.
morning.
Ship, now!
I don't know any of Dr. Alton's other patients.
I'm sorry to hear about her murder. She was a patient here, but increasingly began to stop by socially. So she was meeting Dr. Alton in the park, was she? My understanding was that she was engaged to someone. In any case, the good doctor could do better, in my opinion. Perhaps now he will.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions. Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Oh my God, Prudence! How horrible! I was about to propose. But I don't understand. She and I didn't have a meeting arranged today. It is true that we sometimes meet in the park, but there was no arrangement for this morning. That's very odd indeed. Prudence was a patient here, but wasn't given this prescription. There's no reason that she should be carrying such a packet. You appreciate, I'm sure, that I cannot discuss the condition of any of my patients.
I'm quite angry, actually. I was having such terrific results. I felt like a new man. Much more vigorous and outgoing. But the doctor has ended the prescription altogether for no reason.
Mr. Baxter apparently attacked the doctor yesterday. It was after hours, but the doctor did have a cut on his cheek. Poor man. Dr. Alton makes house calls to see him. Baxter doesn't come into the office. I make up the prescriptions and he picks them up at noon when I'm away at lunch.
An unfortunate incident. One of my patients became overexcited.
I need to get out. I need to get out.
I saw her kissing my man in the park, didn't I? I followed her to this street yesterday, but lost her. I'll come every day if need be, until I catch her again. That trollop better promise to let him alone, or I'll give her what for. He's all mine, I tell you. All the girls want a bit of Baxter, but they can't have him. You ask him yourself, he lives just that way.
I should return and find out about this.
That medicine was developed by Dr. Alton specifically for one of our patients, Mr. Shelby. but he's been using it for another patient as well.
Oh God, it's true. I couldn't help myself. The powder unleashed a creature within me. He seduced the innocent Prudence and then killed her to prevent us from marrying. It's too horrible.
I knew something was amiss with the medical powder, but didn't understand until you found those papers. Well done.
Up to the click with you.